Hey everyone, it's Callisto789, Retry 3000 on Steam, and this is a tutorial for the Visual Boy Game Boy Advance emulator. So for the uninformed, an emulator is a software designed to imitate other hardware, such as older computers and game consoles. So if you wanted to use a program or play a game that's incompatible with your current machine, you could use an emulator to imitate the application's native hardware. Now today we're going to focus on the Visual Boy Advance, an emulator that supports Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. Now before we get started, we should go over the things you'll need. First, you'll need a stable internet connection, and lots of hard drive space to store all your ROMs. WinRAR or some other zip opening program will definitely be needed. And an optional choice is getting a PC gaming controller if you don't like using the keyboard. Now that we have what we need, let's get started. First, go into your web browser of choice and type this URL. Once the website is loaded, click on the link that says download, and then you should see a list of download links. Click on the latest version of Visual Boy and download it to your desired folder. It should appear as a zip file. If you have WinRAR, you should be able to right-click on the file, and then in the drop-down menu, click Extract Files, and select the folder you want the files to be extracted to. Once extracted, there should be a file called Visual Boy Advance in the destination folder. Click on it, and a small empty window should appear. This is the window your games will be seen on. Now that the emulator has been successfully installed, you now have access to the entirety of the GBA library. But you're probably wondering how to use the emulator or where to get games. Well, ponder no more. Most game emulators use files called ROMs, which are all files of a particular game compiled in a digital format that emulators can read. There are a lot of sites that you can download ROMs from, but the best ones in my opinion are Cool ROMs and ROMs for Droid. So as you did with the emulator, go into your web browser. As an example, let's use ROMs for Droid. Click on the tab below the banner that says ROMs. You should see a list of game consoles. Click on the link that says Game Boy Advance, and it should take you to the list of ROMs in alphabetical order. Choose your desired ROM and download it to the folder, preferably in the same one as your emulator. Open your emulator and adjust the controls to your preference. Click on the emulator files drop-down menu and click Open to select your ROM. If all the steps have been followed correctly, your game should run successfully and you should have access to the entire Game Boy Advance library. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe.